Hey y'all, it's Amanda. Welcome back to my channel. So today's going to be a video that I've been thinking about doing this for a while because so many new people have joined the community and others are thinking about it. Several have asked for advice and I just thought, I'm gonna make a video all about my Booktube tips, just advice. Just anything in the community that I could think of what I've been doing on my channel that's helped me. So yeah, that's what this video is going to be about. I kind of got y'all, my notes, look at this. I got all kinds of stuff, so I'll be looking at this. Just, I started my channel back in February, and y'all, it was a hot mess. But, your girl's here. We've been doing this over 6 months now. And I just want to share my experience with you all and my thoughts, any advice I have, what do I use to film my videos, what I use to edit, all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So first of all, no video is complete without a coffee. So we got the coffee, it's here, so in my new cup. But if this is the first video you're watching from me, hey, my name's Amanda. I live in Tennessee, and I don't know, this whole Booktube thing just kind of happened. So I have been watching Booktube for many years, and I've said that many times in my videos, but I found Christian Booktube. That's what made me decide to join the community, Christian Booktube. Just found some great people. I'd always been commenting on their videos for about a year or more, and I'm like, you know what, I can do this. Tried to film videos. I don't like my voice. I'm not gonna do this. Nobody's gonna watch me. And then guess what? Here we are. So, I just decided that I'm gonna start filming videos, put it out there. Don't tell nobody. Let's see if I get any subscribers, and let's go. So, here we are. So that's kind of like what led me to join the community. I just felt led to do this, and it's been just an amazing community. I made so many great friends here, and I'm just so thankful for each and every one of you who comment on my videos and everything. But like I said, there's been several new people, and I try to share who they are. Now that I've got access to the community tab, every time I find somebody, I'm like, hey, check these people out, And for Vlogmas, I do think I'm going to do like a Booktuber video, like people I follow kind of thing, video, just to share all the people that I'm following at that time. That'd be a great idea. So if y'all gonna do Vlogmas, that'd be a great one too. So, we already think about Vlogmas. So anyway, like I said, that's just a chatty video just to tell y'all my advice, because I've been asked maybe 2 or 3 times now by people who are thinking about joining, and I'm so excited, like I said, and we've had so many people join, and I'm just so thankful to the Lord, because this is a God thing. The Lord is moving in this community and in our little space on the internet, y'all, and I am just thrilled. So let's go ahead and just jump right into some of my tips, because I don't even know what order this is going to be in. This is going to be kind of as Chrissy says, is this an incoherent discussion? I don't know, but I just want to share some of my thoughts, because so many people have asked and have been thinking about it. Some people are just not sure. So let's go. First of all, my first tip is be yourself, because y'all, that first video of mine. Okay, let's get real transparent right here. So the first week, what am I saying week? The first month of my videos, what was that? Insert clip. Hi, my name's Amanda, and I live in Tennessee, and I'm excited to talk to you about some of the books that I've read recently since January and part of February, and just kind of what I want to read the rest of the month. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get into it. Okay. Like I said, I don't know what that is. I was like, hi, my name's Amanda. I live in Tennessee. I was so nervous. You could easily tell. It is hard to get used to talking to the camera. So regardless, even if you are like me, look at me. I was so nervous. My true self was not coming out, because I was just so withdrawn with myself and nervous about doing the filming. And I'm like, I'm just gonna get my first video out there, get that first video out, just do it, see what happens. So many of the new people I've seen, though, have not been like me. They just go all in and they are great. They are just like, I don't even see no nervousness at all. So they doing great. And unlike me, who over here, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. But it's fun. And like I said, just be yourself. Let your personality shine. Let that shine through, because I think it was my first vlog is when I really felt like I could be myself, and I think I might have had 50 subscribers by then, who knows, I don't know. I just remember thinking, okay, this is me, and the vlogs really do, that's another piece of advice, like, vlogs really make it where you feel like you can truly be yourself, because you're doing clips of, like, different things that you're doing throughout the day. So for me, that's when I felt like my true self started popping out, and I could be like, hey y'all, it's Amanda, instead of hi. So yeah, like I said, be yourself, lean into that personality, let your light shine, girl. I'm gonna tell you, or guy, let your light shine, okay? And just have fun with it. So that's my biggest thing. You know, don't get too caught up in what everybody else is doing, how many subscribers people have. You know, it's not about that. And, you know, it's nice to see the number grow, but at the same time, to me, it's like, I love the community we have, the engagement. I mean, 500 people, you think, that's a lot of people. Like, just 500 people, 100 people, you know, 50 people. I mean, you think about, so where I work, there's 100 and something people there. I think that's a lot of people that, you know, follow you, and don't feel like you have to have thousands of people. I knew this going in Christian Booktube. I knew I wasn't going to get like 50,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want that. I just didn't even care about that. To me, it's like, I want to be here for God. I want to share his love and just share my love for books that are good books and good, clean books, and just have fun with it. So yeah, don't get caught up in the hype of, you know, you got to have this many subs or anything, or a certain aesthetic. You know, don't think you even got to have these bookshelves like people do. I started in my closet, honey, and I upgrade, but do not feel like you have to. My very first video, I didn't even have in my closet. I had one shelf, and it was sitting behind me. Like you all saw, it was nothing, and it was fine. Didn't matter. It did not matter. I was just sitting there talking about my books. You don't even have to have a shelf. You can just have your one book. You can have Kindle books. You don't even have to have physical books. Just go in and do it. So that's some of my thoughts there. What is this video? Take a coffee break, okay? Another piece of advice that I have is, like, consider your audience. So, like, let's say, like, for me, I primarily read Christian fiction, some nonfiction, but my favorite books, you know, I read a wide variety of genres, but I primarily read romance and historical, with some mystery sprinkled throughout, and fantasy, kind of dipping my toes. But what I do is I try to make sure that Christian fiction is in the title or in the tag. There's a place on YouTube you can tag your videos. If it's not in the description and it's not in the title, use the tags for an additional tag feature so people can find you. That's the hardest part about YouTube, is like getting people to see your videos. The way the YouTube algorithm is crazy. Sometimes you don't even always see your people. You know, so that's one thing. It's like encouraging people to like and subscribe, of course. But also making sure your titles have the appropriate information in there. What's the video about? What's the most important thing? Like if I'm doing a video review on By Way of the Moonlight, I have the name of the book, the author, and I put Christian fiction, because people are probably going to be searching Christian fiction, and that way maybe they'll find it. Or if they're interested in that book, they'll search that book. Or if I do a wrap up, and you can put in the tags, Christian books, Christian fiction, that kind of thing. Or if you, like, you know, do a wrap up, hashtag wrap up. But really, the hashtags on YouTube, I have found, they say are not really that beneficial unless you don't have something already in the description or in the title. So I still do it for good measure. I don't know how much it helps, but like I said, that's the best thing. You know, think about your audience. Are you going to be primarily a young adult fiction reader? Are you going to be a cozy mystery person, a classics. Are you more into classics? Like, you know, making sure that your audience can find each of your videos with the right titles and everything. And the thumbnails, let's go into that. So the thumbnails are really important because that's the first thing to get somebody to click on your video, right? And a lot of people use different types of softwares for their thumbnails. There's so many different variations of softwares out there for you to use. For me, I use Adobe Express. I put the app picture right here. I just happened to find it and I really liked the font. It's like a script font. They have a bunch of different fonts that you could use. And they had an option to size for a YouTube thumbnail. And that's what I use. However, a lot of people use Canva. And that's a website and even an app. So I've actually used Canva for my intro and my outro. And it's like they got templates, sized correctly, all that good stuff. So yeah, you just play around with it, see what you like. I just always make sure that I take a photo either from the video, but usually I take a separate photo just for the lighting perspective so it's bright, because sometimes screenshots are not as bright. And yeah, I will use it and then put the text over it and all that good stuff. So making sure you have space for the text, that kind of thing. So the thumbnail is really important, just making sure so that people will actually want to click on your videos and all that good stuff. And like I said, I used Canva for my introduction where it says like, I'm a Book Lover Amanda, like and subscribe. And then the ending matched that. So it was like a template and all I had to do was put my name in it and then export it. So it was easy. And then as far as the music goes, YouTube has a wide variety of music that you can use that is copyright free. You have to be very careful. That's another thing. You have to be very careful with YouTube music because they will copyright you so fast and your video will have a copyright claim and you don't want that. So I don't know that it does anything. It just means that you can't monetize. Now, that's a whole nother discussion, but we're not even going to talk about that. Not really. I mean, I might make a couple mentions about that here in a minute, but so I never want to be like copyright claim. I've had it happen one time and I was able to just like update the description with the copyright information and it was fixed. But for me, I really try. There's all these different like websites and things you can use. I've used a couple different ones, but I just started using the free stuff on YouTube. Like, it is what it is. I found that one, the one I really like is the one I've been using. I had one that was kind of like instrumental, but then it switched over to kind of more upbeat, you know, because that's more my personality. And it's like da 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 da, and it goes, hey, that's me. That is so me. Okay, but sorry, I'm all over the place with this. What am I saying? I don't even know if this is gonna help, but yeah, Canva is really great for that. So, you know, they have a free version. You can pay, I think, $15 a month for like all their premium stuff. But I did a free trial for 30 days, got what I wanted, and got out. Because, I mean, yeah. But a lot of people use the free version. You can still use the free version for the thumbnails and stuff. So don't feel like you have to pay. You don't have to pay. And that Adobe that I use, the Adobe Express app I use for thumbnails is definitely free. Okay, take another break because I'm getting long-winded over here, okay? All right, let's see. What all we talked about now? Okay, something else I don't think a lot of people think about when doing a channel is the homepage. So be very aware of your homepage. So I didn't realize this for like the first couple weeks of my channel, but number one, making sure everything's sized correctly, like in your YouTube banner. That can also be done in Canva. My friend did my logo in Canva, and she made my banner in Canva, and you can get it sized perfectly for YouTube. The YouTube banner has to be sized a certain way so that it can show everything on all the different device types, but making sure everything's sized correctly is the first thing. And then the second thing is making sure that on the homepage you can customize your channel. So some people had asked me, do you have to have a computer? Because, hey, I don't have a computer, I just use my phone, that kind of thing, or my tablet. You don't have to. But, because I do most of my stuff on my phone. However, there are some things like your analytics that are better viewed on your computer, and the HD processing, I think, is best viewed on your computer, because I can never tell if it's 100% processing unless I go view the video after a while, and then it might look like it's okay. So That's my only downside about the phone, is you don't necessarily see if the HD processing of a video is complete. At least I haven't. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. But, and then I think it's easier to update like the description and all that stuff on a computer. But you don't have to. You really don't have to. Some people just use your phone completely, and that's fine. But the homepage, you know, if you notice, like, look at mine. I have sections on there that I've customized so that you can see a video when you first go on there. You can do a trailer. They call it a channel trailer, but you don't have to do that. On that homepage of your YouTube screen on your channel, there's a section to customize, and you can kind of go in and add playlists. Like, I've done wrap-ups. Just look at mine for an example of what I've done, and you can do the same type of thing. But don't leave that blank, because the bad thing about that is if you leave that blank, I've seen a couple people where I go to their channel and there's nothing. I have to go to the videos tab. The home tab is empty. Make sure you have something there, because otherwise people might not see that you have videos if they don't go to the video tab, if they go to your channel itself. So make sure that you have something on, whether that's your uploads, anything, just make sure that you have something on that. Also, when you do your introduction, you know, like me, I say, hey y'all, it's Amanda, welcome back to my channel. I forget to say welcome to my channel. I always say welcome back. It is what it is. But some people say, if you're new here, my name's Amanda, I make bookish videos, that kind of thing. Or some people might just say, welcome back to my channel, welcome to my channel, that kind of thing. And make sure that you always say like and subscribe. Remind people to subscribe. That was the one thing when I was researching, people were saying, hey, you need to make sure you tell everybody to subscribe, and because people forget. And what I do is I just put that little intro and it says like and subscribe, because I don't really want to be like, hey, like and subscribe my video. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some people say hit that bell button so you can be notified, and I actually see a lot of you are notified to get my videos, so that's awesome, because I can tell. It's weird. A lot of people are notified, but then they don't get notifications from the YouTube app. And that's the thing, you're not going to get notified if you don't have the notifications enabled, but that's okay. A lot of you, I think like at least 100 or something people, it said were notified with the bell, so that was cool to see. And YouTube Analytics will tell you everything about people. It's crazy. YouTube Analytics will tell you how many when people drop off. Like, people might watch a minute and they gone. It'll tell you, that's a lot. I mean, that happens anyway. It don't matter. I think just people find your videos and they, you know, regardless. It'll tell you how many are subscribed, how many are in the bell, how many male, female. Google knows everything. It'll tell you your impressions, which is crazy to think, the views, and that leads me into this monetization thing. It's like, I always thought when you hit 1,000 subscribers you could monetize, but we were talking about it with our friends, and it's like, you got to have 4,000 hours of viewed content a year to monetize. Honey, I don't know. You can't just have 1,000. You have to have 1,000 plus 4,000 hours a year to keep it. And so, like, if you had one video go viral, you'd probably be fine. But I ain't worried about that. So I am not worried about it. But it's just like, I don't even know. I think mine, just to give you perspective, is in like, I don't remember, I haven't looked at it in a while. It was close to 3,000, 2,800 maybe. I just don't remember. But that's because I've uploaded so much. But if you go a while and you don't upload, and you know what I mean, if you're not constantly on the upload schedule, and that's fine. It's really hard to keep 4,000 hours a year. So I wouldn't even worry about it. Just have fun. And you don't even make that much money. People say, you know, you can make money on it. You really ain't gonna make nothing, honestly. You'd have to have a lot of people to make some money. So I'm not even worried about that. Like, I just do this for fun. So it's a lot of fun just to make videos and to chat with you guys. So just giving you a little background. I don't know if people even know that, but that's just just a little bit about monetization and that kind of thing. What was I saying? I don't even know where I'm at. Okay, we had 20 minutes. Oh my goodness. Okay, so here's some other things. Just some random, like I said, this whole video's been kind of random anyway. But, okay. Alright, equipment. That's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing people have been asking. And I've done talked 20 minutes about other things and didn't even talk about the equipment. Okay. So, the equipment. I use my phone. I have an iPhone 13 Pro, and you don't even have to have that. I've used my husband's phone. He has the iPhone 12 something, and it was just pretty basic. it worked fine. But the biggest thing for me is making sure you have a ring light. If you don't have a ring light, the lighting is not going to be as good. Making sure you have good lighting is very important, I think, in these videos, because it's a better aesthetically pleasing experience for people watching videos. I don't necessarily always care about that myself, but it does help. And just to give you an example, if I turn this off, you see what I'm saying? It's not as just lively, you know? I mean, it's fine, but if I turn it back on, okay, you really can see me, you know? And that's the thing. The ring light, it was $30 on Amazon. I'll link mine below. I love it. It's just a nice little tripod. You see, normally I'm standing way up, and it's fine. And now I can push it down and kind of lean it in so that it's a good angle. You already know. I gotta have the good angles, honey. But, yeah. So, you don't have to have anything fancy. You don't have to have a big camera. I don't have a camera. I don't even have a computer to really put footage on. The one thing about YouTube is that when you film on your phone, making sure you have the storage capacity to do the videos. So I can't really do 2 or 3 videos at one time. I just do a video, get it done, and I have to get everything off my phone because of storage problems. I do have a 128 gig phone, but it still ain't enough. Like, you know, videos take up a lot, especially HD, 4K, all that stuff. And so for me, it's always saying, girl, you ain't got no space. So I use iMovie to edit on my phone. Now, I don't know about Android. Several people have Android phones and have asked, and I don't know what a lot of people use. If you are an Android user and you have a YouTube channel, let people know in the comments below what you use. There's probably tons of apps people can use for that. But iMovie is free on your phone. If you have an iPhone, and it's easy. It's so easy to navigate and use. You can insert files with music, add pictures here. There's plenty of tutorials online of how to do that, all that good stuff. It's easy and it's free. But again, the problem with it is it does keep like ghosted files, I'll say. So like even if I'm done with the video, I delete the app and I re-download it because it keeps something in the background there for whatever reason. And that way I can just clear all the cookies, the cache, whatever you want to call it, get it done and move on. And so, yeah, like I said, you don't need any fancy equipment. Use your phone. It's fine. The ring light is your best friend because it makes it look so much more professional, in my opinion. Like I said, you don't have to, but it's only $30 if you're able to get one. 30, 35, I don't remember, but they're not bad. This one's fine. I can put my phone on here and it works out great. The other thing about filming is quality. So with my phone, right now I'm filming on front-facing camera. It looks fine to me. I like to see myself when I'm talking. I'm sorry, you know, but I try my best to look at the camera. Some people look at themselves instead of the camera. I think it's better to look at the camera because I feel like I'm being talked at to, like if I'm looking at you right here, but a lot of times I do this and not this. Sorry, but I really try. It's hard. But, it can be a little like awkward if somebody's not really like looking at you. So try your best to look at the camera, but I don't always do it. So, you know, but the quality on the front facing is not as good as if I turned it around. That's fine. Do whatever makes you comfortable. Definitely if you want the highest quality, flip it around. But the other thing I'm gonna tell you right now, your girl did not know that there's a setting in the iPhone settings for the front-facing camera to make everything not be mirrored. Like right now, everything's backwards for me. But when I look at it on my phone, it's not going to be in the photos, in the album, whatever. But it was, and I kept having to flip it, and it was such a hassle. So if you don't want your pictures for your thumbnails to be backwards or mirrored, where we can't really read the book names or anything like that, kind of like Instagram does, then go in your settings, try to find in your camera, whether you have Android or Apple One. I'll put a screenshot here of where it is for Apple. Make sure it does not mirror it. That way it doesn't look like everything's backwards and people can properly read the titles of your books and all that good stuff. Or if you have a shirt on, we can read it. So I didn't know that for a really long time, and I was manually flipping the photos, the thumbnails, because I really like the front-facing camera. But your girl finally figured that one out after like months. So yeah, make sure that you are not having to manually flip things. I feel like you also should use other social media apps if you are on Booktube, just because it's easier to kind of connect with people. I like Instagram. That's my biggest thing I use. I do not like Twitter, so I do not use it. But a lot of people use Twitter. That's just not me. I had one. I never used it, so I just don't log into it anymore. But I think that like Bookstagram is a really good one to use, especially like on the Christian community, because we do have a lot of people on there. So definitely, if you ever want to follow me, I'm always got my stuff linked below. But also doing Goodreads. I feel like that's a very great way for you to get used to writing book reviews. A lot of publishers look for that if you're interested in ever connecting with them. And just, I really write a long review on each book that I read, I've been doing that pretty much. I didn't used to do that at all. But I started doing that this year after I made my channel, just so I can remember, because I have a kid, so it's like I struggle with my mind. I mean, and just as you get older, it's like I can't remember anything. And so, you know, it's like I write everything out, and I do look at my notes whenever I do my book reviews, and that's fine too, you know. So Goodreads is a really great website. It's the app. You can sign in through Facebook, I think, but I mean, you can have an email, whatever you want to do, and you can just it's a great place to like look up a book and see everybody's reviews on the whole Goodreads platform, so that you can kind of see what's the average rating and all that stuff. So there's that. I just feel like using I work in marketing, and it's like, if you use other social media apps like Instagram, Goodreads, you're going to people are going to find you. You're going to be able to tell them when you post a new video, all that good stuff. And that's going to lead to more people watching your content and all that good stuff. I also feel like it's really important when you have a channel to make sure that you are responding to people when they comment. Like, I always give y'all the hearts. I heart most every comment that somebody leaves me, because I just feel like they took time out of their day to write me a nice comment, and I love that. So always respond to your comments. That's the biggest thing. Engagement is so important. It's key. And when you are engaged with people, they'll keep commenting, they'll keep watching, and they'll really enjoy your content. So that's a number one tip that I have. Also, I meant to say this earlier, getting your channel, like I said, like out there is really hard. Make sure that you are using your channel to comment on other people's videos. So like, you know, you come up with your channel name. That's the other thing. Make sure you have a good channel name, bookish name, whatever. You don't have to be a bookish name. There's a lot of people that just have their name, or they might have just a unique name that doesn't have anything to do with books. That's fine too. But I do think if you have something that's like bookish in your name, you're going to get seen. Kind of like some people use bookshelf, or I have book lover, or some have like reads, in the word reads in theirs, all that stuff. It doesn't matter though. You don't have to. A lot of people just use their name, and that's fine too. But when you're first starting out, I do think that helps people see, okay, like if I'm commenting on your video, you see I'm Book Lover Amanda, you're more inclined to probably go click on Book Lover Amanda and see who is that, do they have a channel, that kind of thing. Comment on, actually try to comment on other people's videos when you're watching them, so they know who you are, kind of get to know you, and want to go and see, do you have a channel, or, you know, things like that. So that's something, making sure that you are like engaging in the community, not, you know, and all that good stuff. It is really hard to keep up with everybody's videos. We've had so many people join, so my watch later list is huge right now, but that's okay. Don't feel like you have to do everything. Like I said, this is just a video. I should have said at the beginning, this is just a video with some thoughts, just a discussion, my tips. There's probably tons more out there you can look up, but so many have asked, and I'm just thinking I need to make a video just so we'd love to have you on the community. Like, the Christian Booktube community is growing. If you are ever inclined to do this, feel free. Like, we would love to see more people join, and just to share the love of Christ and books all together. It's just wonderful. You make such great friendships here along the way as well. Some other things that I think are important is, you know, try to be consistent where you can, as far as your, like, an upload schedule if possible, but don't feel like you have to at the same time. Allow yourself grace to take breaks. Like, I uploaded a lot in July, and I'm like, I got kind of burnt out, and I was like, and then I got sick, and I wasn't feeling good, and I'm like, I'm just gonna rest. And you have to take care of yourself, right? You have to take care of yourself. So don't feel like you have to post 5 videos a week, 2 videos a week, 1 video a week. You might want to just do 1 or 2 videos a month, and that's okay. Like, just as often as you want to post, do it. Do not feel like obligated to do anything. Just have fun with it, you know, and everyone will love when you post. Of course, people want to see more, but, you know, do not feel like you have to do anything like that. Take care of yourself first and foremost, because it's like, you don't want to be overwhelmed, you know? So, this is not a job. We're just here to have fun, and don't make it feel like it's a job. At the end of the day, just enjoy yourself and have fun. But I do think it is important, if you want to, like, seriously get involved, then being as consistent as possible is a good thing. My final tips are going to be, make sure that you always edit the description of your videos. Put the links to the books if you can. Some of the things, you can always look at my description to kind of see what I put. I make sure to put links to the books if I can, where some people do the Goodreads link, some people do the Amazon link. I've started trying to find more of the publisher's website link, because sometimes that's cheaper. I don't know, just so people know what the books I'm talking about are, if they are interested in getting them. And I also add like ways that you can contact me, such as like Instagram, Goodreads, that kind of thing. Just look at the descriptions of my videos for any examples or tips that you are interested in. I try to put like what's the video about, and then all the deets, the technical details below. I also think that you need to make sure before a video is posted that the HD version is done before it's uploaded, because that's a thing. It takes so long. So that's why I go ahead and upload and just schedule it for the next day, because it can take forever. Sometimes it's quick, sometimes it ain't. It just depends on the YouTube side. So, you know, once I get it uploaded, I'm like, okay, I'm scheduling this the next day. Sometimes you can get it done in that same day, but I've had such difficulty getting it to be done quick. Yes, I'm so impatient as it is. So yeah, just make sure that it is HD. You can click on the video, and if you don't have a computer, and watch it and just look and see what quality, and you can click the little gear icon, and you can change the quality if you need to, and see what's the highest available. If it's that, all the videos get uploaded in 360p, so 1080p is HD, 2160 I think is 4K. I can't remember 100% on that, but my front facing camera don't do 4K, I don't think. Sometimes it does, sometimes it don't. I have some in 4K, but usually I'm just like, that's more storage. I just do 1080 and it's fine. So, but make sure that it is HD, because one time I had a video I uploaded, and it was supposed to be like in 12 hours to publish, and it still wasn't. It was still in 360. We had no idea why. I was like, this is still at 360, and it took like another 5 or 6 hours after it published at 7 in the morning just to get to 720 and 1080. So yeah, just make sure before you schedule something that it's done. Like, make sure that before you post something that it's done in the HD quality, because that's going to be the best experience for your viewers. So, and I also think it's cool if people do vlogs. That's a really great way. People love vlog content. Like, you know, you going around and just like doing whatever you're doing in your normal everyday life. Everybody loves that. Also, if you have a cat, people love cats. Make sure you show them your cat. So, or your dog, animals, pets. That's a thing. Everybody loves it. Just like y'all love Peanut. He got his own little fan club. He always up in the videos like, hey, he wants to be in the channel. He wants a channel. Cats, animals, pets. Yes, honey, they love it. I also think it's very important to also protect yourself as far as the information that you are giving people. I don't say my last name. I don't say the city I live in. I don't say where I work. Those are very personal things. You don't know who's watching you on the internet. There are crazy people out there. You know, there's always some weirdo. You just need to be very cautious, especially if you have a family. And I just think it's very important that we all be very, like, just mindful of where you're filming. Don't let your address be shown on them packages. I've seen people showing them. I'm like, yo, I've just seen your address. Like, I have tried, and if you know what, cut it out and say, oh, sorry, you know, if whatever you got to do, put a picture in front of it in the iMovie, whatever you're editing in, cover it up. Just safety is so important. That's one of my final things there is like, be very cautious of all of that, because you don't know, like I said, who's watching you. It's hard because on YouTube you don't see who subscribes, only if they're public, and that is a scary thing. And in this day and age that we live in, so yeah, that's the number one advice, y'all. Be safe out there, because this is a crazy world, and you just want to make sure that you're protected at all costs. Like, if you're out in your city, don't be showing the streets like 100%, like everywhere you live. Like, I don't know, that's just some things that, in my opinion, that are very important. I think you can be as generic as possible. You know, like I say, I live in Middle Tennessee, or I just say that, I don't even say the industry I work in. Like, I just don't want people, I just don't. Like, it's very, very important to me. So, anyway, that's about it. So, I don't know. Has this helped y'all? Let me know. Has this helped anybody? Because I just felt like the Lord was saying, make a video. Maybe this will encourage more people to join our little community. Do not feel like you have to have all these people. You don't. We're going to be here to cheer you on, honey. It's all day, every day, okay? We are here for you. So just have fun. Don't compare yourself. Don't feel like you got to do everything. Also, don't feel like you have to read every book and 10 books a month. You could read 1 book a month, and that's fine too. You don't even have to read on anybody's schedule. You know, I never used to read a whole lot, and, you know, it'd be lucky if I got 10 books a year. So, you know, once you start a channel, of course, it's going to motivate you to read a little bit more, just like that's what happened with me. But don't feel like you are obligated for anything. We're just here, happy that you're here, and would love to have more people join the channel and the community whatever. So anyway, like I said, have fun, let the Lord lead you, and I hope this has been helpful to some of you. I'm sure there's plenty of more advice, I don't know, whatever. There's plenty more out there. Y'all could just research, of course, but I personally wanted to come on here and say, this is my advice for y'all. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, feel free to message me on Instagram. I'm certainly happy to help if I can. And I know a lot of you have, like I said, talked to me on Instagram already. That's the best place to always send me a private message if you need to. Link is below. It's also Book Lover Amanda. And I've been trying to do some fun reels, and I post on stories all the time. I post Peanut in the stories too. So if y'all want more Peanut content, make sure you go on there. There's some videos of them on there. So anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope this was helpful for some of you. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Let me know in the comments below if this has helped you at all. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye.